Ladies and gentlemen, let me share with you one of the greatest lessons I ever learned. Success is not something you pursue. It is something you attract by becoming a person of value. You see, too many people make the mistake of running after success like a dog chasing a car, desperate and frantic, never catching up. They want the money before they've developed the financial intelligence. They want the promotion before they've developed the leadership skills. They want the respect before they've done the work to earn it. But the world doesn't work that way. Success isn't given, it's deserved. And you deserve it when you become the kind of person who naturally attracts it. I'll tell you a little secret. If you take a man who's been broke his entire life and suddenly hand him $1 million, what happens? You give him a year and he'll be broke again. Why? Because the money was bigger than the man. But if you take a millionaire, strip him of everything, throw him on the streets, come back in 5 years, he'll have found a way to make it all back. You know why? Because true success isn't in the bank account. It's in the mindset, the discipline, the habits, the way you see the world and respond to it. If you want to change your circumstances, you must first change yourself. If you want more money, become more valuable, learn more, do more, serve more. The marketplace doesn't pay for effort. It pays for value. And the more you invest in yourself, the more valuable you become. If you want better relationships, become a better person. Be more thoughtful, be more giving, be more trustworthy. You don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. If you want more opportunities, prepare for them before they arrive. Work on your skills. Work on your attitude. Work on your ability to solve problems. Opportunities don't go to the lucky, they go to the ready. You see, life is like a garden. You don't plant weeds and expect flowers. If you want success to grow in your life, you must plant the right seeds. And those seeds are the small daily disciplines, the books you read, the habits you form, the people you surround yourself with. The formula is simple. You work on yourself and the world works in your favor. So from this moment on, make a decision. You will not chase success. You will become success. You will develop the mindset, the discipline, the habits that make success inevitable. Because when you work on yourself first, success doesn't just follow you, it chases you. Now go out there and become the person you were meant to be. Let me tell you something that changed my life. Success is not something you chase. It is something you attract by the person you become. See, most people have it backward. They think if they work harder, run faster, and chase more, success will finally stop, turn around, and let them catch it. But have you ever seen a dog chasing a car? No matter how fast it runs, no matter how determined, the car doesn't stop. It doesn't even slow down. If by some miracle the dog actually catches the car, what happens? It has no idea what to do with it. That's exactly how most people approach success. They chase the money. They chase the opportunities. They chase the rewards. But success doesn't work like that. It doesn't slow down for you. It doesn't stop just because you're out of breath. But let me give you a new perspective, one that will change the way you approach everything in life. Success isn't something you run after. It's something you become. Imagine two men. One has been broke his entire life. He's never read a book on wealth, never learned how to invest, never developed the skills to make money work for him. But one day he wins the lottery. $5 million right into his hands. He's rich, right? Now take another man. He has built himself from the ground up. He's studied wealth. He's disciplined. He's developed the habits of success, hard work, smart decisions, persistence. But one day he loses everything. Every dollar gone. Now let me ask you, 5 years from now, which man do you think will be rich again? You already know the answer. The first man, the one who chased money but never became the person worthy of it, will be right back where he started, broke. And the second man, the one who became success before he ever had money, will have built it all back, maybe even doubled it. You see, money doesn't make you successful. Success makes you money. The same goes for everything in life. If you want to be respected, become a person worthy of respect. If you want to be loved, become someone who gives love abundantly. If you want better opportunities, prepare for them before they arrive. The problem is most people are sitting around waiting for success to come knocking on their door. They're waiting for the promotion, waiting for the big break, waiting for life to be better on its own as. But life doesn't work like that. Success isn't something you wait for, it's something you prepare for. And here's the great news, you don't have to chase success, because when you work on yourself first, success chases you. You start to develop skills and suddenly opportunities come knocking. You build discipline and success starts following you like a shadow. You grow your mindset and the world begins to open doors for you that you never even knew existed. It's not magic, it's not luck. It's a universal principle. You don't get what you want. You get what you are. So the question is, what are you becoming? Because the moment you make the decision to stop chasing and start growing, everything changes. Success, wealth, opportunities, relationships, it all starts coming to you. And that, my friends, is the difference between those who struggle forever and those who seem to have everything fall into place. The ones who struggle, they chase. The ones who succeed, they become. Which one will you be? Success is not something you chase. It's something you attract by the person you become. This is a fundamental truth that most people overlook. They spend their lives running after success like it's some prize waiting at the end of a finish line. They chase the money, the recognition, the opportunities, hoping that if they just work hard enough, hustle long enough, or push a little harder, success will finally stop running and let them catch it. But life doesn't work that way. Success is not a matter of pursuit, it's a matter of magnetism. You don't get what you want, you get what you are. Think about it. If you take a man with a poor mindset, someone who hasn't developed himself, hasn't worked on his skills, hasn't built discipline, and you hand him $1 million, what happens? Give him 5 years and he'll be broke again. Not because of bad luck, not because of the economy, but because his level of personal growth never reached the level of the wealth he was given. He didn't become the kind of person who could handle that success, so the success left him. Now, take a man who has developed himself, someone who has studied, learned, and built the habits of success, and take away every dollar he owns. 5 years later, he's right back on top. Why? Because success is not about what you get, it's about who you become. The truth is, the marketplace doesn't reward need, it doesn't reward effort. It rewards value. And value comes from the person you become. If you want more, you must become more. The problem is, most people focus on the wrong things. They try to change their circumstances without changing themselves. They want more money, but never improve their skills. They want better relationships, but never work on their character. They want opportunities, but never prepare for them. The result, they stay stuck, frustrated, wondering why success seems to always be just out of reach. But the answer is simple. Success is waiting for them to grow into it. The good news is that the moment you decide to work on yourself, everything changes. You start reading, learning, practicing, developing discipline, and suddenly new doors open. You don't have to chase success anymore. Success starts looking for you. The right people start noticing you. Opportunities begin to appear. You begin attracting the very things you used to chase. It's not luck. It's not coincidence, it's cause and effect. If you want more success, don't run after it. Work on yourself until success has no choice but to find you. Develop yourself to the point where the world can't ignore you. The secret is simple. Instead of chasing success, become the kind of person success is naturally drawn to. Because when you focus on personal growth, you don't just achieve success, you become it. And once you become it, it will follow you wherever you go. Before you ever hold $1 million in your hands, you must first hold the mindset of a millionaire in your mind. Success is not about external rewards, it is about internal transformation. Too many people focus on what they want to have, but they never ask themselves who they need to become in order to deserve it. They dream about wealth, but they never develop the financial intelligence required to manage it. They hope for opportunities, but they never build the skills necessary to seize them. They want the rewards of success without first becoming the person capable of sustaining it. Imagine handing $1 million to someone who has never learned how to handle money. At first, they would feel like they've made it, but within a few years, maybe even months, that money would be gone. Why? Because they never became the kind of person who could hold on to it. They still think like a person who struggles with money. They still make the same financial mistakes, have the same poor habits, and lack the discipline required to grow wealth. The money came, but they were not prepared for it, so it slipped right through their fingers. Now take someone who has studied wealth, developed the right habits, and disciplined themselves to handle success. You could take away all their money today, and in a few years, they would have built it all back. Why? Because success isn't about the money in their bank account, it's about the person they have become. They have conditioned themselves to think like a wealthy person, to act like a successful person, and to make the kinds of decisions that lead to lasting prosperity. Success is not something they were given, it's something they grew into. The mistake most people make is believing that once they achieve success, they will automatically become different. They tell themselves, once I have more money, I'll start managing it better. But that's not how life works. You don't suddenly develop financial discipline after becoming wealthy. You develop financial discipline first, and then wealth follows. The same goes for every area of life. If you want to be a leader, don't wait until you're promoted, start leading now. If you want to be respected, don't wait for people to recognize you, become someone worthy of respect today. If you want opportunities, don't wait for them to come, prepare for them now before they arrive. Life doesn't give you what you want, it gives you what you are prepared for. The marketplace doesn't reward desire, it rewards value. And the only way to increase your value is to grow yourself first. When you develop the habits, mindset, and discipline of a successful person, success naturally follows. It is not a matter of luck or chance. It is the law of cause and effect. Become the kind of person who deserves success, and success will have no choice but to find you. Because when you grow into the person you are meant to be, the rewards of life will chase you down. Success is not something that happens overnight. It is not a sudden event, a lucky break, or a one-time opportunity. It is a natural consequence of personal growth. The reality is you don't chase success, you grow into it. Just like a tree doesn't force itself to bear fruit, but instead focuses on growing deep roots and strong branches, success is simply the result of the habits, disciplines, and mindsets you develop over time. If you take care of your personal growth, success will take care of itself. Most people want the rewards without the process. They want the wealth, but they don't want to develop the discipline to earn, manage, and grow money. They want the recognition, but they don't want to put in the years of work that create mastery. They want the results, but they don't want to become the kind of person who deserves them. But life doesn't work like that. You can't expect to harvest a crop if you never planted the seeds. The law of success is the law of the harvest. First you sow, then you reap. Everything you want in life is on the other side of personal growth. If you want better relationships, you must first become a better person, more patient, more understanding, more valuable to others. If you want more wealth, you must develop the skills, the mindset, and the work ethic that allow you to earn and sustain it. If you want more opportunities, you must prepare for them before they come. The truth is, success doesn't go to those who wait for it, it goes to those who are ready for it. The problem is that most people wait until circumstances force them to grow. They wait until they lose a job before they start learning new skills. They wait until a crisis before they start developing mental toughness. They wait until life forces them to change. But the ones who truly succeed don't wait for life to push them, they push themselves. They grow before they need to, so when the opportunity comes, they are already prepared. Personal growth is like compound interest. It doesn't seem like much at first, but over time it multiplies. Reading one book won't change your life, but reading 100 books over the years will transform your thinking. Going to the gym once won't make you fit, but showing up consistently will reshape your body. Working on your skills for a week won't make a difference, but doing it every day for a year will make you an expert. Success doesn't happen suddenly, it happens gradually, then all at once. If you focus on your personal growth, success becomes inevitable. You don't have to chase opportunities because they will come to you. You don't have to worry about success because you are becoming the kind of person who attracts it. The key is simple. Don't focus on what you want to have. Focus on who you need to become. And once you grow into that person, success will follow naturally. Who you become is far more important than what you achieve. The world focuses too much on external success, how much money you have, the house you live in, the car you drive, but none of those things truly define success. The real measure of success is the person you become in the process. Because here's the truth, if you achieve something without becoming the kind of person who can sustain it, you will eventually lose it. But if you focus on becoming a person of value, success will never be out of reach. Imagine a man who suddenly comes into great wealth. Maybe he wins the lottery, inherits a fortune, or stumbles into a high-paying job. For a moment, it looks like he has everything. But if he has never developed the mindset, discipline, and financial intelligence to handle wealth, it won't last. You give him a few years, and he will most likely be broke again. Not because of bad luck, but because he never became the kind of person who could sustain success. The wealth was bigger than the man. Now take another man who has built himself from the ground up, someone who has developed the skills, discipline, and character of success. He knows how to create value, manage money, and make wise decisions. Even if you strip everything away from him, his wealth, his business, his possessions, within a few years, he will rebuild. Why? Because success wasn't in his bank account, it was in him. You could take away his money, but you could never take away his ability to create it again. This is why focusing on external achievements alone is never enough. A person who builds a business but never builds their leadership skills will eventually struggle. A person who earns a high salary but never learns financial discipline will eventually find themselves in debt. A person who gains fame but never works on their character will eventually lose the respect of those around them. Success is not something you achieve once and keep forever. It is something you must grow into and continue to earn every day. The good news is that when you focus on who you become, success becomes inevitable. If you become a person of great discipline, financial intelligence, and strong character, you will always find a way to succeed. Life's circumstances may change, but you will always be in control because the source of your success is not external, it is internal. So the real question is not, how can I make more money or how can I get a better job? The real question is, who do I need to become to naturally attract these things into my life? When you shift your focus from achievement to personal growth, everything changes. You stop chasing success and success starts chasing you. The key is to work harder on yourself than you do on your job. Because when you become the right kind of person, success, wealth, and opportunities will always find their way to you. Success is not about luck and it's not about chance, it's about preparation. The truth is, life doesn't give you what you want, it gives you what you are prepared to handle. Every opportunity, every breakthrough, every moment of success is reserved for those who have already put in the work long before the opportunity ever arrives. The mistake most people make is waiting. They wait for the right moment, the perfect conditions, the big break. But success doesn't work that way. You don't get ready when the opportunity comes, you get ready long before it arrives. You think of an athlete preparing for the Olympics. The race may last only seconds, but the preparation takes years. They don't wait until the competition begins to start training. They train every day whether the spotlight is on them or not. By the time the race begins, they don't have to get ready because they are ready. Their body, their mind, their discipline, everything has already been built for that moment. And that's why they win. Success in life works the same way. Too many people sit back and wait for success to knock on their door. They say, I'll start working hard when the opportunity comes. I'll be disciplined when I have a good reason. I'll invest in myself when I have more money. But that's not how the world works. The marketplace rewards those who are prepared. It rewards those who have already put in the work. If you wait for success to come before you start growing, you will always be behind. But if you prepare before the opportunity arrives, you will be ready to seize it the moment it appears. Every major success story is built on years of unseen preparation. The entrepreneur who seems to become an overnight success has actually been working behind the scenes for years. The artist who suddenly gets discovered has spent thousands of hours mastering their craft. The leader who rises to the top has been developing their character long before anyone noticed. The world only sees the success, but what they don't see is the preparation that made it possible. If you want success to chase you, the key is to start preparing now. Don't wait for the perfect conditions. Start developing yourself today. Learn new skills before you need them. Build discipline before life demands it. Strengthen your mindset before challenges come. Because when the opportunity arrives, it will be too late to start preparing. You either rise to meet it, or you watch it pass by. The great thing about preparation is that it gives you confidence. When you have already put in the work, you don't have to hesitate. You don't have to second guess yourself. You don't have to wonder if you're ready. You know you're ready. And that is what separates those who succeed from those who struggle. Success doesn't go to those who wait. It goes to those who prepare. So work on yourself now. And when the moment comes, you won't have to chase success. Success will chase you. Success is not something you pursue. It's something you attract by the person you become. The world does not reward wishes, hopes, or dreams. It rewards preparation, discipline, and value. Too many people spend their lives chasing success, running after wealth, opportunities, and recognition, only to find themselves exhausted, frustrated, and stuck in the same place. But the truth is, success is not found in the chase. It is found in the transformation. When you commit to working on yourself, first developing your mindset, your skills, your character, and your discipline, everything you once chased will start chasing you. The key is to stop focusing on having more and start focusing on becoming more. Because once you grow into the kind of person who deserves success, success will become inevitable. The money, the opportunities, the right people, they will all come naturally because success is a reflection of who you are, not just what you do. Work on your habits, strengthen your discipline, expand your knowledge, and improve your skills. When you do, life will open doors you never even knew existed. So don't wait. Don't hope for the right conditions, the perfect timing, or a lucky break. Start today. Invest in yourself now. Because when you focus on personal growth, when you truly commit to becoming the best version of yourself, success won't be something you have to chase. It will be something that chases you.